with so many things cooking for Microsoft right now, it's hard to really think that they don't have a lot of momentum. Sure, Sony recently came out and announced that the PlayStation 5 has sold 30 million units, which is behind the PlayStation 4, honestly, and really kind of puts it a little bit further behind than even what I thought. I think they're still doing well. I obviously want the video game industry to do well. I want these companies to, do well. I want everybody to do well because it behooves us as gamers for all these companies to do well. That's the thing that I keep trying to stress to people. It's not about, Xbox is better than PlayStation, although Xbox is better than PlayStation. It's, mostly about the fact that, gamers are going to have options and competitive nature is there, competitiveness is there. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm so adamant about the Activision situation, because at the end of the day, we all need Microsoft to be able to go up there and compete as best they can with PlayStation. And for them to be able to do that, they need to be able to offer something compelling. And what more compelling thing could you get than Call of Duty? But it's not even just about that. I think what people fail to realize, because they're lost in the Sony, Microsoft, Xbox, PlayStation deal, is that they don't see that the Apple and Googles of the world are dominating the mobile market, and that is completely unfair. If we could get Microsoft in there and have an alternative there, I think that would be so much better for everybody and for all concerned. But I did want to get into this because I felt like this was very interesting to talk about. And yes, it's a little bit more on Activision and what Microsoft did and what has just came about. This was just announced. I'm going to get into it. Hey everybody, I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with yet another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I certainly appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. I'm looking to get 100 likes on all the videos that I do, as that would be absolutely fantastic. Not only that, but like I said, I know it's a small goal, but it's one that I am absolutely looking forward to getting. Now, a story that's not going to go away: Microsoft's blockbuster acquisition of Activision Blizzard, and this is compliments of Windows Central and a couple other sites as well, which I'm linking in the description below. You guys can all feel free to check that out. In preliminary hearings with the U.S. regulatory body, the FTC has revealed that Microsoft is ready to close the deal without the FTC's approval, potentially setting the stage for federal court showdown. Microsoft attorney said that if the UK CMA regulatory body and the EU approve the deal, it'll move to close the merger, currently worth almost 70 billion. Big ones. Now, Microsoft has also stated that it will present any potential concessions or remedies it reaches with the EU and CMA to the FTC as an option to avoid a court showdown, while signaling that it is ready and willing to do so. Now, to that end, the UK and CMA today, just minutes ago, announced that it's delaying its final decision over Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger by 2 months to April 26, 2023. The UK regulator previously cited concerns over Call of Duty becoming exclusive to Xbox platforms, despite Microsoft's offer to keep the game on PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam, Windows, everything for up to 10 years. Now, the UK CMA says that it is extending the deadline owing to the quote-unquote complexity of the merger. The latest thing comes after the US FTC chief Lena Khan posted and opted in the Wall Street Journal bemoaning Microsoft's offer of concessions, reiterating her position that the deal will harm competition, despite the fact that Sony will remain the top dog in the video game industry even after the deal closes. Now, this is Windows Central's take, and Jess Gordon, for those doing their homework. So he said he's long stated in his position that the deal, like I've said, will enhance gaming across the board, as Activision, as part of a platform holder, will have a fundamentally different approach than its current incarnation. Activision actively engages in marketing practices that harm consumers, offering exclusivity products as part of marketing efforts. Notoriously, Destiny and Call of Duty both have exclusive aspects on PlayStation, and those deals harm Xbox consumers, and by extension, competition. Call of Duty isn't available on the Switch either, something Microsoft has has pledged to change. Now, the US FTC is operating from an ideological position. To support their arguments, they kind of separated Nintendo's platform from the equation, citing that their video games aren't quote-unquote high-end for some reason. To suggest that the Nintendo Switch isn't in competition with PlayStation and Xbox is utterly asinine and betrays the FTC's weak position, and ultimately the reason they have opted to avoid a federal showdown with Microsoft thus far. However, the delays in the EU and UK will help the FTC concoct more lies and kind of obstructions to help prop up its shaky position with the ideology of quote-unquote big tech bad. Now, position of the body is more about political posturing, and any delays that frustrate the deal is likely to be welcomed by the current administration. Now, the FTC is likely hoping they can throw as many problems into proceedings as possible in an attempt to make Microsoft walk away, but what they don't understand is that Microsoft is pursuing this deal in its battle with mobile gaming giants like Tencent, Apple, and Google, despite the focus on Call of Duty. And not only that, Microsoft has repeatedly said, along with Activision, that they will in fact take this to court. And if this goes to court, the FTC stands no chance whatsoever, literally no chance. They will get completely destroyed because guess what? They honestly, the FTC has no case whatsoever. It's one of those things that, quite honestly, is a little bit baffling. The fact that so many people thought that this was something that that was going to happen or whatever. Like I don't know personally what will happen, but I do think that Microsoft is in a good position right now, and the fact that the EU and all that kind of stuff, they aren't actively trying to stop this, right? They aren't actively trying to not make this go through, and I think that bodes well for Microsoft because again, you get that to pass in those places and you go ahead with the deal and you offer the concessions. Like, I don't understand what the holdup is, to be quite honest with you. Like, to claim that Nintendo isn't high end or anything. I mean, look at some of the best rated games in the history. They're Nintendo games. Look at the games that are selling best. They're Nintendo games, right? So to be honest with everybody, I think that it's absolutely crazy that anybody is out there thinking that this would harm competition or that this wouldn't make things that much better for competition. Like, why is that? Like, ask yourself that. Like, I know there's a lot of fanboys out there or whatever, and you can include me in that category or whatever, even though I'm not like one of those fanboys that refuses to buy the other thing or whatever. I always try to own all the platforms and things like that, but it's like so many people out there just kind of speak nonsense, and I don't really understand the positioning, to be quite honest. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and I do hope that Microsoft gets this taken care of with all the delays and stuff. I hope that it's something that they get fixed up in a matter of weeks, and I know it's probably going to be now months, but hopefully things come out for the good guys and give us all a chance. Like, imagine Call of Duty on the go, like the legit Call of Duty. I think that's cool. More competition from everybody. With that being said, I'm going to link all this in the description. You can check it out. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Have a great day. Crap Gamer out.